Boom. Alright. We back over here on the Smooth Vlogs channel, you feel me? And I'm in the mood. I wanna learn something. I wanna learn something. So we're gonna be reacting to and watching. She built a multi-million-dollar empire in an industry run by men. I'm here to learn the game. I'm here to get some game, you feel me? So we're gonna sit back and we're gonna see what are the keys and jewels that she's gonna drop in this video that's gonna help us out. Let's get into it.
I've been in retail before they had Google. That's how long I've been doing this. I didn't have any money at all. It was kind of like a fake it till you make it situation. I mean, not that I can't come in and fuck them up. I'm gonna come in and take the money. I don't know if you understand, but for retail, that's insane. I never fucked anyone or fucked anyone over to get anything I got.
You have 5 locations, right? How did you scale to that and how do you manage that?
Basically, what I like to do is
Don't think about hitting the lick today. Think about hitting the lick 10 years from now.
you need to create a margin for your retailer that's a minimum of a 2.5. A minimum.
Who are we here with today?
Busy Pure.
This is your store?
Yes, Pure Atlanta, the most iconic store in the city, really in the streetwear industry.
How long have you been running the store for?
I opened this store in 2008. First store was in Charlotte, North Carolina in South Park Mall. That started in 2007, and this is the second store.
I saw online you went to school and you got an MBA. Do you think you need to go to college to create a store and create a franchise like this?
It helped a lot, but could I have done it without it? Yeah, I probably could have did it without it. Keep in mind, I come from corporate retail. I've been in retail before they had Google. That's how long I've been doing this. I started in retail when I was 16 years old. I don't want to age myself, but I've been doing this like almost 28 years.
You worked at Gap, right?
I did! How'd you know that?
ChatGPT.
No, the Gap.
What was your corporate position at Gap?
My first job was I was 16 years old at the Gap on cleaning day, cleaning the bathroom. That was my first job in retail. I fell in love with retail and I worked for a lot of big corporate retailers. I started at Gap, I worked at L'Occitane.
Chris Kennedy.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you.
Not a good reader, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell.
I spent time at Oakley, I worked for Bloomingdale's, and then in 2007, when I finished my master's degree in business, I started Pure.
What was it about retail that you fell in love with? Like the people, the customers,
Pure.
experience?
I love dressing people because I love to see people feel good. When you look good, you feel good, and then you do good. I fell in
She's how you look good, you feel me?
love with like dressing people. I fell in love with fashion like at a very young age. I just fell in love with the whole system. I love interfacing with the customers. I love talking to people. I like making friends. Like all my clients are friends.
When you started your first store, how much money did you start with?
I'm gonna be honest, when I started, I didn't have any money at all. It was kind of like a fake it till you make it situation. I had no money. I basically put the whole shit on my American Express card and basically like roll the dice and pray type of situation. At that time I was coming out of corporate retail. I was like, the worst shit that happens is I just go into debt like 30, 40K, and then I just go back to corporate retail. At the time I started Pure in 2007, I was 23 years old. And I was making 6 figures in corporate retail.
What made you want to leave that job? Because if you're making 6 figures, that's pretty a comfortable life, especially at 23. You have probably a good trajectory. Why did you leave that to start your own business?
Yeah, and I was actually at the time that I left, I was offered a huge promotion. Now you have to remember, 100 grand 20 years ago is like 350.
250,
Yeah.
250, 300 now.
Yeah, 300 now. I got like one shot to like live my own life or build other people's companies. At that time, I had already been in corporate retail almost like over a decade in corporate retail. And I was already at the top. Like I did every job. I started as bathroom at the Gap. Then I was like a sales associate, a key holder, a store manager, an area manager. And I was like, tuck, 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 tuck. I had all these corporate positions. So I already knew the game. And I was like, that game's kind of like easy, but really I'm building other people's dreams. I want to do my dream, and what I was doing at the time, there was no one doing Pure vibes. So I wanted to create a space that was authentic to myself.
I feel like as a woman, it's so easy to want to do like a women's store or do like, you know, like shoes. Why did you pick men's streetwear?
That's the number one thing people ask
He asking W questions.
me when they meet me. It's so confusing for them. I love dealing with men because men understand their style. They're very secure in who they are. They're very secure in their decision making, It's no back and forth. And I think men's fashion needed me in a lot of ways because outside of Pure, I brought, I think, an energy that was so unique and so niche that the people that I was interested in talking to, I was really talking to them. I think that's why we were so powerful, because I understood my man.
You have brands in here that I've been going to Magic, I've been going to these trade shows for years, and there's a lot of brands in here that they don't even exhibit there. So how did you get those brands?
I have a lot of deep relationships with people in the industry. I've been in the industry a long time. What made me so successful and what also made me be able to get into the brands I got to is the way I move was so clean. Like, I pay every bill full. And the one thing I say about me, and I don't know if this, you can cut this shit out, but I never fucked anyone or fucked anyone over to get anything I got.
Do you curate like the selection, or do you have somebody that does that?
Me. I remain the head buyer the entire duration of the never fucked anyone or fucked anyone over to get
Ready face.
anything I got.
Do you curate like the selection, or do you have somebody that does that?
Me. I remain the head buyer the entire duration of the brand since I started it because no one understands the brand better than I do. Of course, my team helps me. I have an amazing team. Right now, my average retention is 7.5 years. Which I don't know if you understand, but for retail, that's insane. People stay with me. Like, I build a family in the brand in terms of my team and also with my clients.
You have 5 locations, right? How did you scale to that, and how do you manage that?
It's very complex in terms of location picking because you have to really study the market. I will go to certain locations and I'll just sit in the center, in the mall. I'll sit there for like weeks. Basically, what I like to do is when I'm interested, fly out to the space and I just hang out. I go to restaurants, I talk to people that work in restaurants, I talk to people that work in other stores, watch the traffic, see who has bags, what kind of bags they have, and also see who the competitors are in this space because there are always stores that carry like brands or try and give a pure type energy. So I have kind of a level of respect when it comes to markets. I don't like to go into markets people already exist in because I don't want to mess up anyone else's business, like kind of like a respect thing. I just passed on a deal actually because of that. I mean, not that I can't come in and fuck them up. I'm going to come in and take the money, but I don't want to do that. Like I kind of move on karma. So I really study the space.
And how do you manage the 5 stores? Like, do you have like a system or a Slack channel? Like, what softwares do you use? What's the philosophy? How do I manage that?
So like I told you, I came from corporate retail, so I understand multi-store management. First of all, we have a hierarchy of staff on the team. Like, so we have like store managers, district managers, area managers, we have visual merchandising managers. All these people fly between the locations to maintain the stores. Like, if you look around this store right now, you'll see everything is perfectly folded. Everything has a size sticker. Everything has a sensor. All the brands are merchandised together. They're merchandising color stories and brand stories. Like, if you go into my Houston store, it looks exactly the same because we send out visual directives. We're on a lot of conference calls, Zoom calls mostly, and it's just like a high level of communication. I'm constantly traveling, the team is constantly traveling, and I think that's what really is the formula to win right now.
How many employees do you have all together?
65, not including my factories.
What was the hardest thing about scaling to 5 locations?
In this particular market is staffing. Prior to COVID, it was very clean and easy. There's been a huge shift in the culture of this generation, in my opinion.
They're lazy, they want to work from home.
I
mean, I can say it. They're lazy, they want to work from home.
Different. And I have to tell you, I've been managing 20-year-olds for like 20 years. So I understand like this age group of people, but this particular generation, what is this? X, Y, Z? I don't know
I can't
I don't know who they are, but the work ethic just isn't the same. People aren't looking for long-term careers.
I'm looking for the quick hit, the 10 Gs, 20 Gs, and just...
GGs, they want to have like, everybody wants to be an influencer, and some of them can do it for real, but a lot of them can't. So for me, I spend a lot of time focused on getting the right team. And like all these people you're looking at have been here like 8 years, 7 years. And that's why, because I like really take my time. I hire slow and fire quick.
How many interviews before you hire somebody? Like, what's the process look like?
First, it starts with my HR team. Then it'll go to either like a DM or an area manager. Then it'll go to the store manager. And then I'm the final say. And you know, there are times they can get through the first 3 and then I won't I won't co-sign the last one.
What makes a good hire and what makes a bad hire?
You can teach people how to sell. You can teach people how to fold a t-shirt, but you cannot teach people how to have a good energy, how to be likable. And I think like 90% of success in a commercial setting, like retail setting, is being likable.
I see the wall of celebrities. I mean, it's like the damn Great Wall of China. Like, yes, you have like 100 of them up here.
I have to rotate them because I have a lot more.
They don't fit. There's not enough space.
I know, but I love this wall because a lot of these people are my real life friends. This wall started with this one picture. This was my first VIP picture. Me, Gucci.
This is like young Waka. Like we seen Waka. Waka does not look like this right now. Waka, you're like 70 pounds heavier right now and way more wrinkles. This is like flawless Waka.
Boy, you better stop.
Hey, I'm saying it out of love.
Gucci, by the way, this is before he had the ice cream tattoo on his face. That's
Early.
This is like, that was my first ever VIP picture, and it's my most cherished picture. And Frenchie, and that's my most cherished picture to this day.
This is a scary guy. I went on tour with this guy. This is a scary guy.
Yeah, he's the best. I love him. They're not scaring me. I love all of them. I don't know. I've been trying to think, how can I add photos somewhere else in the store? Because people come in and they get really upset when they're not on the wall. And then they see like someone else they know on the wall and they're like, why? I'm not on the wall.
You gotta get your status up. This little baby photo right here. You got little baby early, huh?
Little Baby did a performance in the store and it was so fabulous. We did a private show to celebrate his 4PF drop and it was amazing. We gave away to charity. I mean, everyone was here, like JT was here, P was here. It was really fabulous.
I feel like managing celebrity relationships and dealing with celebrity relationships is something that everybody wants to do. What advice do you have for somebody on like how to manage it well?
Just be your genuine self with people and be real with people, because I think what people don't understand about celebrities is if you imagine a celebrity's day, it's like, okay, they wake up, they have 10 different managers, tour managers, managers of music. People are calling them from the label, whatever girls they're dealing with, all kinds of projects they're in, collabs. So you have to understand that their schedule is very complicated and you have to respect their time and their schedule. So I don't hit them unless it's like on some personal shit, like, hey, how are you? What's up? Or like, okay, I have money for you. That's it. I've seen a lot of these guys, like how they live, and it's very stressful. Like the phone does not stop ringing, the responsibilities, the obligations. You have to treat them with an understanding of how their life is. And by the way, I see them on the way up.
Auto-tune is way more than just pitch correction. Did you know that? I actually have an Auto-Tune Unlimited.
And I see
This is definitely a very informative video. I'm glad we subscribed to this channel for sure.
them on the way down. It's very important that everyone remembers that both ways. You know what I mean?
I feel like every single person that runs a store, like their main thing is like trying to get celebrities in the store. How do you get celebrities to come here and how do you get them to shop?
They come to me. I mean, to be honest, I don't really try and holler at them. They all come to me. This is an icon. Pure Land is an icon. I mean, we ship internationally from our website. The whole world knows about Pure Land. We style for international films. We work with studios, so people understand the gravity of this project, and celebrities find me. I have 3 projects going on right now with very high profile people. One thing I think they like about me is like, they know I don't need shit from them. So it's like a lot of people, I think, trying to work with them need something.
Can you do this? Can you do that? But you already got everything.
It's like when they hit me, it's like about a project. I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'll put up the money. I don't care. It's like more like fun for me at this point. It's not like I don't eat off of any of it. So I think they like that about me. And the fact that I'm like kind of a veteran in the project, it's like whatever you do with me is going to go smooth because I already did it 20 times.
Yeah. Let's say I wanted to open up a store, right? What are the things in the store that I need to focus on? Like I see the lighting is great, the music is great, it smells good, but what are like the things that you do that like this is the pure standard?
Number 1 is you have to have the right brand mix. And so what I like to do is I like to have the high end, the accessible brands like Billionaire Boys Club. And then I like to also feature some like local brands to kind of like, you know, give that good karma energy. And you have to build those relationships. That's number 1. You have to get your team right. That's number 2. Team is everything. I can have the most beautiful store, A1 location with the top product, and you could still not win if you don't have the right team, because the team is the interface with the client and they have to have the same energy as me. It's almost like I need 8 knees on the sales floor, you know? And then the visual merchandising, which is what I always say, visual merchandising is your invisible salesperson. So let's say someone comes in and they don't want to deal with one of my team, or maybe they don't want to deal with me. It's no problem. The store is set up so that outfits are already built for them. So they're going to see a shirt that works with the jeans below it. They don't have to talk to us if they don't want to. You got to have security, especially if you're in a city that's active like we are. I mean, I feel like the city kind of secures us, but we got security for the out-of-towners. You have to have a good operating system, like a strong operating system with powerful reporting, because you're going to want to always look at your analytics. So you're going to want to look at things like what vendors perform, what vendors don't perform, what colorways perform. Maybe you're buying too many yellow shirts. Get out of yellow, get into black, whatever the case is. You need to look at your data from the previous year so you know how to buy for the future years. You have to understand why reports look the way they do. So you have to have a certain level of knowledge about analyzing your data. You can't just look at the numbers. You have to look at the invisible numbers of items that you did not have of the previous year. And that's something a lot of people don't understand. Like people are like, oh, I'm so excited. I sold 1,000 Godspeed t-shirts. Okay, that's cool. But did you have Hellstar last year? So how many of those would you have sold? You see what I mean? So I'm not going to buy the same 1,000 Godspeed if I'm bringing in a new brand. That budget goes into a new brand because we're going to have to assume automatically that new brands are going to perform as well. So understanding really how to analyze data, I think, is a huge part of that.
And what do you guys use? You guys use Shopify?
I do.
In-store and online?
Yes, I use Shopify.
Wow.
Fucking love Shopify. And before that, I was using, like, I've used a bunch of softwares, but they're really the best.
Why is Shopify the best?
I like their reporting.
It's just easy, right?
Shout out to Shopify. Call me, please. It's just easier for the team. The team loves to use it. It's like if you can use Instagram, you can use Shopify.
You can use an iPhone, you can use Shopify. I see this brand over here. You were talking about like Karma and the local brands, right? This is a Houston brand that you found or discovered? Is this like a local brand?
Illuminati is a local Atlanta brand.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, this is all local Atlanta. This is an amazing brand owned by like one of my best friends.
Passport Poppy.
You know Hometown?
True, yeah.
Oh, have you heard of Val?
Yes. This is the #1 Instagram brand out in the world, right? Like, if you're on Instagram, this is the one. If I'm a brand and I want...
My homeboy 25K Mar put me on. He was the first person that I ever was around that had a Valley shirt.
For Poppy.
You know Hometown?
One Instagram brand out in the world.
My boy Mar, the first person, put me on to the Valley, man. Shout out to Mar. Shout out to Mar.
Right, like, if you're on Instagram, this is the one. If I'm a brand and I want to be in your stores, what are you looking for from the brand?
I'm looking for an aesthetic that is making sense to be in our space. I'm looking for a price point that is accessible to people, especially right now, because it's kind of like a weird time for us. So an accessible price point, and that price point that makes sense. And I'm looking for a team I like working with because I only do business with people I like.
How do you meet them? At trade shows, Project, Magic, or...
They find me.
They find you.
They come to the store, they hit me up in my DM, they get my number. My number's like circulated through the industry. Anyone I work with it's a mutually beneficial relationship, because if you think about it like this, like, okay, yes, I'm buying from them, they're selling to me, they like that, right? But I'm also placing it on celebrities.
And you're putting it next to Versace and all these other brands that are hot.
So I'm hanging them next to like iconic, like lifetime brands, and all the artists and like athletes that shop here, you're getting placement. So I'm almost like giving them PR.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. So they love being in here. And for that, they do me a lot of special favors. Like they'll make things for me they don't make for other people. They'll do other special favors for me. It's very important to have these relationships are everything. Everything.
Can you talk about the unit economics a little bit? Like, let's say a shirt retails for $200, right? What do you need it at for you to buy it from me? Like, do I need to give it to you at 150? Like, what is the price point that you need?
It's really specific to the brand. There are some brands that I think need to be in a lower price point space and create higher margins for the retailer. Being in Pure Atlanta is a good look, right? Like, I'll give you an example. When I met Robin Jean, do you know Robin Jeans?
Yeah.
You know, they had like 4 jeans on a table. And actually, the person that was with me was like, oh, you should put crystals on those. And that's how that shit started. So when we brought it, we're like, okay, the jeans at the time were wholesaling like in the 200 range. We're a retailer, we have to make margin. This is just the way the industry works. So I don't want to say too many numbers, it's like public, but there's margin. So we're like, okay, let's click it at this number, fine. We started selling Robin jeans. I'm talking about like I was selling.
If you want to build an app and have no idea how to code or where to start, check out Base 44. I built this daily habit tracker that helps
Page 44. I remember
20 a
that.
day. It was bananas. They took my numbers, my report, gave it to a showroom, went to Neiman Marcus, and that's how Neiman Marcus got the account. So it's like I'm putting up the numbers. I'm gonna get you in other stores that you wouldn't be able to get in just because my numbers are so strong. So in terms of what I need you to be at, I need you to be at a number that I can build a margin on so we can all win. Let's say you're making a t-shirt for $20. You want to sell it to me for $60, right? I need to sell it for what?
120, 200.
At least,
Yeah.
because I have to be incentivized to sell it because don't forget, we have our own line.
Essentially, if you're a smaller brand, it's better to give somebody like Liz and Pure a better price to get your stuff in the store next to Balmain, next to Hellstar, and then you might not make your money there, but guess what? Once Lil Boosie comes in here, once Lil Baby comes in here and they start wearing that shit, then you can go wax the other stores. So whenever you're thinking about this clothing brand space, think about it strategically and think about it long term. Don't think about hitting the lick today. Think about hitting the lick 10 years from
Long term. Ooh.
now.
This is a slow grind. It's a slow grind. You are not gonna hit out the gate. You need to build and you need to build relationships with the right retailers. You need to create a margin for your retailer that's a minimum of a 2.5. A minimum.
So if I give it to you for 50, you need to at minimum sell it for 250.
If you make something, I don't know how much you're making it for, but if you give it to me for 100, I'm 250.
She needs to 2.5x her money essentially.
2.5 is the metric at most retailers. I mean, now if you're looking at like a big department store like a Saks, you're at 2.3. And by the way, if you can create a margin for retailers, they're really gonna fuck with you. So you could see in my store, I got some brands that have like one table. I got some brands that have walls.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Where I'm
Essentially,
making the money.
If you're a brand, incentivize the retailers to sell your shit and then your brand will blow up and then you can go get it into Neiman's or Saks and whack them there. So can we talk about your personal brand, your in-house brand? So this is Cash. This is your in-house brand.
Yeah, it's in-house, but it's also at house now too. So it's like a really amazing brand. This is all based on the Hamsa hand. Are you familiar with this?
A little bit, but not too much.
So what happened is I have a lot of friends that are in like high profile situations, and you know, sometimes when there's a lot of people looking at you, they can put the evil eye on you and maybe you can have something bad happen.
We have them coming after us too, the feds.
The feds are coming?
Yes, well the suits.
No, I got an attorney for you. But anyway, you see this Hamsa? I wear it every day because it protects you from the evil eye, and I have one here on my wrist. But the point is that if you look here, all the buttons are custom, all the rivets are custom. I put the Hamsa on everything because I want people to feel protected when they're performing, especially on stage. And I create all the Cash pieces for stage and also for athlete tunnels. This is what I think about when I'm designing.
So you're not wearing this on a Monday night at home. You're wearing this on a Saturday night when you're popping out.
If you're popping.
Oh, if you're popping like that, yeah.
You might be at home on a Monday night if you're lit like that.
I'm not lit like that. So for me, it would be like a Saturday night at a trade show or something like that.
At a club.
At a club. I don't go to the clubs, but yeah, it would be like for when you're out and about.
At a Michelin restaurant.
I like that. I see like your story post and you like are going through this crazy process of like, it's so detailed, right? It's not just like, oh, private label this and then put it in the store.
No.
What are some struggles that you've had like manufacturing?
I've been blessed to have the most amazing factories because my friends have given me the factories. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, they gave me the most amazing factories over the years. My friends have helped me so much to have the right manufacturing, and that's to me 95% of that business is having proper production, because you can waste a lot of money on really bad factories. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
So that's been really the win for me, and then from there I just design and they just execute.
Last question. If you could go back to the 18-year-old version, the 16-year-old version of yourself, you're cleaning toilets at the Gap and you're trying to, build this dream life.
Right.
What's the one advice you would give yourself?
Enjoy the ride more and stress less, because when I was very young, I was very pressed, I was very nervous, I was very worried. I just wanted to get to the point where I was at. I got there sooner than I even thought I would. And I would tell myself, stress less, just focus on your journey. Enjoy it.
You know what we stay giving y'all? Free game.
Free game. Hey man, shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me this day, giving me this setup, giving me this channel. I am super grateful. We're going to keep grinding, going harder and harder and harder and harder. You know what I'm saying? Just stay focused. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. Have tunnel vision. Don't worry about what people are saying. Don't worry about what they saying behind your back. Don't worry about what they saying in front of your face. Man, just tune all the noise out. It ain't nothing but noise. And keep your eyes on the prize and keep believing and keep having faith in you and the higher power. And you're going to be good, my dogs. You're going to be, swear you're going to be Gucci. And man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the channel. More videos on the way. And yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.